I'd love to talk a little bit about how you got involved in the manufacturing
Yeah.
industry, what you had an interesting career path, I think.
Yeah.
And tell me about your career path, and then we'll kind of delve into certain parts of it and
Yeah. Sure.
get some insights.
So out of college, I took an internship at Graco. Graco is a huge manufacturing company here in Minnesota. They do a lot of stuff in fluid transfer. So I was a marketing research intern for them for like 9 months.
Mhm.
And so I got into manufacturing happenstance. That's where I landed. I could have, like, out of college, picked any internship, but I picked the manufacturing one. So now here I am, like 13 years later. Um, or ever how long it's been. But yeah, so Graco. And then, back then, like, there was not a lot of marketing jobs out there. So I transitioned after that into a sales role within a manufacturing company. So I did inside sales. I was
Mhm.
only there for like 10 months. I found out I hated being on the phone all day. Just there was like 60 calls a day, and it was not my bag. So I was there for 10 months. Then I moved over to a really small kind of mom and pop manufacturing company in the north suburbs of Minneapolis called
Mhm.
Microcontrol Company. And they make ovens that stress test computer chips. So that was an interesting place for me to kind of land, like these, big capital equipment. Like the stuff was like, $250,000. Big thermal ovens basically with electric testing in them. It was interesting though, because like it was all sales relationship based selling. So my role was really like design this year's brochure, manage the website, plan the trade shows. So I didn't get to like really like flex my marketing muscles, but it was a comfortable place. I kind of just sat there for 4 years and like kind of did the thing. And I was, but towards the end of the 4 years, I was like, man, there's got to be something else out here because I don't really know what I'm doing with marketing.
Right.
And so I went on a deployment for the National Guard, went to Jordan, and then on the back end of that, I started to look for new roles. And found a role at Graco again as their marketing manager in their industrial pumps division. So I moved there, was there for 2 years, and kind of did like some same stuff, but I was started to get connected with LinkedIn, and more specifically with like Matt Chanella, Chris Walker from Refined Labs. And so I was like kind of getting into like this technology SaaS space and like really like trying to learn B2B marketing from some of these other people on LinkedIn. So it was like, and I was like, okay, so how do I start trying to do all that they're doing in the tech space in manufacturing? And it was difficult because like, man, I never really had like that mentor or like a program that really just like, here's how you actually just do demand generation marketing. So I was at Graco for 2 years, had a really good experience. We actually just had a couple of my former coworkers on Industrial Marketing Live. We had a good time. But like 2 years in, so I was like, man, it's got to be something else. And then Grace writes on this call. She posted on LinkedIn that Gorilla was looking for a new strategist. And I reached out and said, hey, I really like marketing. I've been in manufacturing for like 10 years. Don't know anything about like setting up LinkedIn campaigns. If you're willing to train me how to do that, I will learn it quickly and I'll be a good strategist. And I think it's worked out. It'll be 2 years in December for me here at Gorilla. And that's kind of like where my career path's been, just kind of like weaving through, small manufacturing companies, large manufacturing companies. That inside sales role I had was also at a large manufacturing company.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've been in manufacturing my whole career. Now I'm on the agency side, but all my clients are in manufacturing.